Ba-bum, ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. Hello, everyone. This is Super Galaxy Sam here. Oh, Penguin wants to be on the bed. Penguin, you want to go on the bed? I know it's sleepy time. It's sleepy time for you. Penguin is now on the bed. Um. Anyways, it's Super Galaxy Sam here. Welcome to the stream. We are playing Identity V tonight, as we do every Sunday. How is y'all's? Um, we're real quick. I want to quickly do a quick PSA before we get started. Um, this is more pertaining specifically to my state, California. So, while the specifics aren't relevant to you if you don't live in California, um, hopefully it at least inspires you to, go out and research what plants are invasive. Yes, so for those who are probably very familiar with the fires we had last year, the California wildfires were really, really bad. And there's lots of reasons for why it happened. One of them is because invasive plants and like non-native plants, invasive plants, and just like eucalyptus and black mustard have taken over a lot of California. And these are plants that burn, and they burn, uh, and aren't designed to burn in a way that is akin to what the native plant species here are known to do. Like they both burn because all plants burn, but one burns is designed to burn cyclically in a natural way, where the other just straight up is fire fuel. So real quick, let me pull it up. So first off, I bet if you're visiting California or you live in California, or like, uh, what plant are we talking about today? Um, it's this fucker, mustard plant. So this is the black mustard plant, and this is what it looks like. It's this plant that kind of looks like cabbage leaves, sort of poking out of the ground, and then they grow into like these bright yellow flowers. If you're visiting California or you live here, and you are here during the late spring and summer, this is the plant that just makes everything kind of look like real golden, and it grows insanely high. It's everywhere. It it's an ugly eyesore to see, honestly, compared to say when California has you know, their California poppies or other plants that are native here that are also yellow and nice and golden. They are a nice, pretty golden color. These guys are like absolute weeds. They are nasty. We don't want them here. We don't want them here at all. They're nasty plants. So, well, if you're someone who wants to know how do I remove this plant, like how do I do it? Real quick.
This here is
Here you
our
go.
mustard plant. You see it kind of gets all wiry, invasive species. We want these gone. Make sure you always have on gloves. And I just grab it from the base right here and I twist and I twist, pull a little bit, and if it feels like it's hard to pull out, keep twisting, pull, and you've got the root of the entire mustard plant out in one go. They do take away some of the water source from our native plants. These roots don't go as deep as our natives do. They do a lot of times spread outward, which means that they'll grab more water from the top surface during these wet seasons, preventing it going down deeper to get to the roots of our other native plants as well.
So, yeah, that's how you remove it if you want to remove it. Anyways, the reason why I wanted to just quickly bring up that PSA topic is because, well, I live in California, so personally, it's obviously immediately relevant to me. But literally, I just went outside to take care of my chickens, and on the way inside, I literally see black mustard plant growing in the backyard. Our backyard is barren as shit, and it's during spring we sort of start to see like plants and everything grow because that's just how my family likes it. Um, that was this year's the first year we have mustard plant growing in the yard, and I don't like that. So, um, I try to remove it when I can. And I also forgot that it wasn't last year. It was literally in fucking January. We had some of the worst wildfires. So, yeah, if you see these fuckers, and you can, and you have the time to remove them, get rid of them. If you see them in your yard, remove them. You know, um, get rid of them. We don't want more of them here. They're bad, very bad. Anyways, that was my quick little yell, my quick little rant. So now you know. And I know a lot of people will also be visiting California during the summer. So now you guys know too. Now you know what to fucking remove if you want to help out while, visiting California. If you're going to tour California at right now, you might as well have the opportunity to help out a little bit if you would like to in small ways such as that. All right, so let's do some warm up matches, and then I'll play as the Sop, the Aesop, the Sour Sop for his birthday event for a little bit. As why not? Why is it giving me the notification? I don't like that. Okay, well, let's go. Hi. Norton just perched onto the computer. Ah, shit, I forgot to also look up how to properly dispose black mustard. I'll do this. I'll do that after this match. So that way people aren't just eating the fucking plant everywhere and making it worse. So I'll quickly go over that. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Go quite a ways away. Okay. I did not. I meant to hit confirm, but that's fine. Hello. Got you. Get you. Okay, come on. Let's put you on chair. Where are you? Hi. Hi, Felicia. Where are you? Oh, that's cute. Come here. I will get you. Boink. Okay. Oh! Good try. Should I keep him busy? I should keep him busy. Stay busy. Penguin, please. Penguin, I'm not gonna cuddle with you right now. I know, you want attention. He's crying because he wants attention. He wants to be held. Penguin, please. Pengy, please. Please, Pengy. Are you being loud and proud, Penguin? I think he is. Penguin. Do you have a lot to say on your mind, Penguin? Oh yeah, he does. Oh yeah, he has a lot on his mind. A lot. Penguin! Why are the crowing right now? Why are the crowing? Okay, let me quickly look up how to dispose black mustard so you guys know. Shoot. Let me... Oh, I closed the window. So... Thank you, Penguin.
What is the game?
Identity 5. Did it not update correctly?
I said what is IDV?
Fair enough. It's a game. It is indeed a game.
That has a 3000 megabytes update here.
What?
I have not touched the game in a very long time.
Understandable. That is very valid.
Also, there is no game sound.
It's cause I've clicked out onto a different window. I'm trying to like look up because I did a quick PSA of removing invasive black garlic mustard, and I forgot to also put down how do you dispose of it.
Black garlic mustard?
Yeah, so hi Wolfsicle, welcome to the stream. How are you? Yeah, so basically California has a major problem of invasive, well, several invasive plants, but two very notable ones is eucalyptus trees and black mustard garlic. And those fuckers burn like hell. And one of the many reasons we had such bad fires this January, for multiple reasons, but one of them is notably we have invasive plants here that burn like the native ones, but unlike the native ones that are supposed to burn cyclically and are designed to burn, these guys, they're just super flammable and they burn like crazy. So
Olearia petiolata?
God damn it. Jesse, I don't know the Latin. Let me see if that's the Latin word for it. Copy. You're having me Google this? Yes. On black garlic. Not these guys. So, what is black mustard? Black garlic mustard. It is. Might as well do it again since more people are here. So this is black garlic mustard. If you visit California or you live here, this shit is all over Southern California. It's all over California, and it grows like crazy. Like this is all garlic mustard. And it's super flammable as fuck. And it grows and spreads real fast. It is a pain in the ass. And, you know, we don't want more invasive plants here. Hell, this is the first year, like normally, the invasive black mustard is like up in the mountains here, like up in the hills nearby. But it's the first time I have it in my fucking backyard. And I've been pulling that shit out whenever I can because it's not good. It is not a good plant. So So here's
Hi, I'm Malin Clyde.
a quick video for those who want to dispose, like help remove and dispose of them.
Here in my backyard. It's been a couple weeks since I did a little video about how to identify garlic mustard early in the spring, but we're gonna revisit it. It's grown a lot bigger.
So if you guys are visiting or live here and want to help,
so that the seeds don't spread and you don't have more garlic mustard in your backyard. So let's go check it out. Okay, so here I have my population of garlic mustard, which a couple weeks ago was only a couple inches off the ground. Now it's really tall. This is a great time to pull it before it goes to seed. Here in northern New England, it'll go to seed probably in early June, so you definitely want to get it before then and before the seeds spread. So just another quick ID, still looks pretty similar as it did when it's small.
so this is not black mustard, but it's one of the
and you can
garlic mustards.
grab a leaf, smell it, smells like garlic, so that confirms that it is garlic mustard if you're unsure. So now I'm going to
Black mustard, Brassica nigra, is an invasive plant in California that can be difficult to remove due to its prolific seed production and ability to regrow from seeds in the soil. To manage black mustard, manual removal is recommended, such as pulling the plants by hand or using tools before they produce seeds. Annual removal of plants before seeds mature can help reduce the seed bank over time. However, complete eradication is challenging, and it may take years of consistent effort.
Yeah, and that's why it's
To
important.
control the spread. Additionally, burning the plants is not effective, as the seeds can survive fire. Using chemicals to control black mustard is not recommended, as it can harm native plants. Instead, planting native species can help outcompete black mustard and reduce its presence.
Yes.
So I'm going to take my plastic bag.
So as she's showing here, if you want to dispose of garlic mustard, you know, put it in a bag. You want to make sure none of the seeds get scattered. So that's...
So here's all the garlic mustard that I pulled in my yard. So I have about a half a bag full. So I'm going to go ahead and go on the Nature Groupie website or just Google garlic mustard challenge in New England and just input in.
So this is out in New England. Then for where was it? It was invasive. And then for the one I quickly showed, this YouTube short.
This here is our mustard plant. You see it kind of gets all wiry, invasive species. We want these gone. Make sure you always have on glove. And I just grab it from the base right here, and I twist, and I twist.
So real quick, the lady went over a different kind of garlic mustard, but they're in the same family. This here, this is the one that's invasive to California, where it has the yellow flowers.
Pull a little bit, and if it feels like it's hard to pull out, keep twisting, pull, and you've got the root of the entire
But
mustard plant.
same
out in
concept.
one go. They do take away some of the water source from our native plants. These roots don't go as deep as our natives do. They do a lot of times spread outward, which means that they'll grab more water from the top surface during these wet seasons, preventing it going down deeper to get to the roots of our other native plants as well.
Anyways, that was what I was talking about real quick. But yeah, and also Wolfistical, I'm sorry for all the interruptions, but if you're still around, how are you doing? And welcome to the stream. I'm so sorry. Let me drive to California because flying seems to be very unsafe. Yeah, flying right now is a shit, like, the entire United States is a shit show right now, so it's not surprising that flying would be a shit show. But yeah, if you guys have, you know, garlic mustard in your state, some variant of it, like, we just saw two variants. We saw one that's
Mind
invasive.
if I join you? I need to try to rent to play.
Sure. That's I'll let you join after this match. So we saw two variants. We saw the one that's invasive to California, black mustard, and then we saw the other variant that's invasive to New England. Indeed, that was spelling. It happens. But yeah, if you guys are like, well, shit, I want to, like, help remove, like, invasive plants when I see them in my state or, like, my area, well, research and see which ones are invasive and how to properly dispose of them. The bunny rabbit. But yeah, we keep getting worse and worse fires here in California because, you know, the native plants aren't being allowed to grow properly.
I wonder if goats would help.
It is funny you say that because, believe it or not, here in California, we actually do have herds of goats be released into the hills and the wild areas. Like, if you visit California and you're driving on our highways, you'll sometimes see, like, herds of goats just eating all the vegetation that's on the side of the highways. Like, their whole job is to eat the vegetation to maintain and make sure it stays within control, like, remains controllable. So we don't have such severe issues or have them as often as we probably would have if we didn't have those. So, yes, we do have goats.
Hey Google, is legal to unleash 250 igloos in the mountains of Cali?
God damn it. Don't know. I'm sure, however, you could probably get a job working with goats to help manage the vegetation in California, or I'm sure it's also applicable to other states too, so. How, there's actually an entire job within the Forest Service, apparently, that allows you to work with donkeys. Because there's actually places within the national parks, that can't be reached with machines and are hard to, like, do on foot alone, so they employ donkeys to help carry equipment to the more rugged areas of the states. Okay, got you. I'm gonna put you on chair. Okay, where are you? Damn it. There we go. Got you. Ooh! That was nice. I still don't know how to go up against Feral Lady, so I guess I'll be learning how to play her. Too late! Got you. Okay. Chair time. Chair time, baby! Chair time, baby! Whoop, whoop. Chair time, baby! Chair time, baby! Whoop, whoop. Hi, Felicia! Okay, put you on chair now. Alright, where are you? Miss... Miss Incredible! Where the fuck are you? No capes. And for you, no capes. No capes indeed. This is how you get stuck in these sticky situations. You wear a cape, you die. No capes. Onto chair with you. You and time out. Think about what you do. Bye-bye. Boink. Got you. Chat time, baby. Whoop, whoop. Chat time, baby. Okay. Let me go ahead and invite you. Alright. Alright. Let me invite you. Yeah. You want to play Reversey? Alright. All I know about Reversey is, move, player point across from other player. That's all I know. Like a funky Connect 4. Okay, now you have 12. Oh, here we go. Oh yeah, I should play the sour sop, the Aesop.
Alright, how does one do gens and loop?
Generators are like in Dead by Daylight. And looping, you run around. You vault windows.
I have a bow. What is this, Survivor?
Archer. So she like slow stuns. Basically, if you aim at a hunter and you hit them, and they move around for a little bit, they suddenly like get disrupted. But it's like a delayed stun.
How arrows?
I would have to play her. Because I don't know if there's a limit to her arrows or not. But you do have to aim. I know that. Her character is interesting. I got to record at least one story playthrough of her event. She's very fiery in personality. Not because she's a gender. It's just coincidental that she has red hair and she's very fiery, which the stereotype of a ginger is. She also gets... It's Leo. It's Leo, my boy. She also got, like, drunk a lot in her event. And she's like, I'm not drinking. I'm completely sane. It's like you're drinking. I may not have a Leo B badge anymore, but I'm still okay at playing him. Okay, let me go get you.
I shot him in the face and he dropped me.
Yeah, so that's basically what her stun does. It's a very much delayed stun. There is like one where if you hit them directly, it's less delayed and it's more immediate. Hi, let me heal you up. I wonder if this is a bot because
Can I
that
hit you with it? Backslash.
you cannot hit survivors with it. If you mean, like, hit me in practice mode. But, yeah, you can't hit survivors. No effect on the survivors, sadly. Archer. Currently cannot be uncoughed. Fuck. I wonder if this Leo's a bot because, maybe? Nope. They just haven't used their puppets at all. Oh, no, there's a puppet. They just use it differently. Yeah, I just saw one. Just the way they use puppets is different than how I use it, which is not unheard of. Leo players all have their own playstyle. So. Shit. Okay, fine. 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 The dungeon isn't here. I do not play the Soursop that much. The Aesop, the Soursop. And Penguin is growling at something for some reason.
He is coming.
Indeed, he is coming. He is very much coming. Okay.
I'm outside of Shek.
I see that. He has me pinned, though.
The red puppet is alive.
Yep, he's doing the whole patroller thing. Hello. Sorry, it took a while. He's trying to get that 4K. Oh, this guy's ruthless. Okay. GG.
Such a tryhard.
It do be like that sometimes. Sometimes you just get people like that. Oh shit. I wonder, oh damn it. We couldn't play Norton's goofy ass game. Let us play the goofy ass mining game Norton has. Oh, Bloop. This way. I'm guilty of just going diagonally so much because I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Hey, we found a match. I miss sugar pink liquor lips. Hit me with your sweet love, steal it with the crisp. I love how the players' names are reference to most likely a reference to Marina and the Diamonds.
I may or may not be a tryhard at that game.
It do be like that sometimes. Whose other birthday was it? Was it Wowdy? No. It was Creature. The Creature. I didn't even get to see what his skill tree
Who
is.
Survivor.
The one you're playing? I know, there's like so many new survivors. And we're getting more. We're getting 2 new survivors and another new hunter. Okay, so you're playing Knight. Basically, he's home mechanic.
This thing command.
This fucking twink! I know. They've put out a lot of twinks lately. after they place out Charles, they're like, we've done our big beefy man quota for the day. Release the twinks! But basically what Knight does is he's a fencer named Richard. He's a dick. And, his whole gameplay mechanic is Simon Says. So, you can, basically go, hold up, predicts moves of Hunter, and if your predictions are correct, Hunter gets stunned. That's basically what it is. You also can offer a shield to the survivor you're about to rescue. That's all I know. Oh yeah, one of the new survivors we're getting, they're bald. We're finally getting our bald survivor. After bald being such a fucking meme within the Identity 5 community for a while, we're finally getting our canonically bald survivor. Okay, I go. Bye-bye. I want to be a pain in the ass, though. Damn it. Hi. Fun fact, did you know for a brief while I tried to learn how to fence? There was a fencing club at my college, and they were filled with very interesting people. Fencers they're a strange bunch, honestly. Okay. They can be a very strange bunch.
Why no work slash?
I will have to find out because I haven't played them either. I haven't played any of the new survivors. So I have to learn. I have to step up my game and learn all the new characters too.
To customs?
Sure. But God, fuck. I gotta... I'm trying to remember my, my experience with being in a college fencing club. Because it was a really weird one. I can't remember what. I really can't remember exactly what. I just know they were very interesting people. Very, very, peculiar humans. Is all I can say. Like, all I can describe it, my experience was like, take Theater Kid Weird, but amp it up to 10. With a side of being open, with a side of kind of being open to very sexual jokes. I didn't want to give him a like, but sure. That's the best way I can describe it. Okay, not right now. Go away. Let me get all of this. Alright. Custom script. Practice mode. Duo training. Here. Do you want to play as Hunter first, or should I? And we are not going with a random map, okay? We're just gonna go with Red Church, okay. Alright, so let's go over night. Number of uses default. Hang on. Did they really unleash the twinks after him? They did! Like, we got Big Beefy Boy here. And then after Beef Boy, we just get Twink, 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 and the girlies. Wait, no. Shit. It's okay, we can change it.
Welcome to Twink Sim.
Welcome to Twink Simulator. Our next round of survivors is literally Bald Twink and another girly. Oop. Oh well. I know how to play him. I like playing as Charles. I don't play him well, but I like playing as him.
WTF is this hunter man's got all of the balls.
Are you playing Hullabaloo? Mike Morton's personality? Yes, you are. Hi. I don't know how else to say it other than it's what you'd expect if Mike Morton was a hunter. So you can nerf me with your balls. And when you give me all three of your balls, I get. Don't take this sentence out of context, guys. But yeah, when you hit me with your balls, all three of them, I get hurt. I think, if I remember right.
I'm already taking out of context.
God damn it. And yeah, he can summon another copy of him for mobility. So now you have to hit me with the black and the white. There you go. So that's how you cause damage with his ability. I haven't played him much, so I can't fully explain him. But yeah, basically his balls do different things. One slows, one
It's done.
Yeah! There is a long cooldown and it's annoying. But yeah, basically, that's his whole thing. That's his whole shtick. And why did they make the button K and not right mouse button again?
Was it dash?
Something like that. It's... Yeah, so basically, if he summons another copy of himself, he can teleport to where that copy is. That copy can also, I think, throw balls too. yeah, so there you go. So that's his whole thing. Oh yeah, and he just literally when I mean it's basically just Mike Morton, but if he was a hunter, it really is if Mike Morton was a hunter. That's basically the whole gameplay mechanic. So take Mike Morton's abilities and then reverse it. So just like Survivor Mike Morton, that also means Hunter Mike Morton can jump over vaulting areas and the like. It does have a long cooldown, however, and it's an ability you unlock on second presence. Okay, now the stream's back. Yay! Yay! The stream's back. Yeah, it's funny, like, so for the other Hunter identity switches, they have a different gameplay than their... Yes, you did. You killed him with your balls. Then their Survivor counterpoint. Yep. Just boink boink. You bounded too fast for the stream. But yeah, all the identity switches where there's a Hunter Survivor one, they've had different ones, but then there's Mark Morton who's just like, I'm just the same Z's, but now I chuck balls at you guys instead. And it's like, that's great, Morton. Thank you. Okay, so I'll play the character you were trying out earlier.
Who is the Goat Man?
The Goat Man, basically he summons a huge cage or force field that can trap survivors in it. He's fun. I'm not good at playing as him, but I do enjoy his mechanics, and apparently he's one of the first picks in the esports tournament for the early game matches.
I'm not good at anything ITV.
That's fair. I'm just rusty at it. Okay, so let me teleport to target. Why did they? Okay, so... Oh, you're playing Babushka. The Babushka lady, Pillar. So, yeah, she has vines. And she can also break open, walls or, like, obstructions. So, if I use, 4, 3... So I predicted wrong, so I don't get a buff, right? Let me, do sphere. So, if I predict again... Stop hitting me, let me first show! If I do this, so try hitting me now. Hitting me. So now I get that boost, I get that buff, and you don't get to hit me. So it's very much a guessing game of Simon Says. General commands. Disable cooldown now, please. So, basically, if I predict your ability... Yeah. So, see how you couldn't do anything because I predicted right? So that's basically how Richard works. That's his whole gimmick. Yeah, and then she, yeah, she has a long vine that can reach and, I think, grab survivors, if I remember right. Yeah. And she can also break down walls. So let's increase your presence. I don't know if it's filled up your full presence, but go ahead and try out her other abilities. So there's one that if you break, you can break like basically anything that's like a physical wall. Yeah, you can, and like that. But survivors can also go through it too, see? So you can make passageways for yourself. I still haven't fully grasped how she plays, though. So that's pretty much what I just got the gist of her abilities so far. So yeah, basically her whole thing is she can, she has mobility and she can disrupt survivors. Alright, so that's what they do. What is my third one? That part I don't know. You'll have to read up and see what it is, or figure it out. And then, of course, if we had another survivor here and you took them down, basically, if I want to go rescue...
Can you max it out?
Can you max it out? Sure. Okay... Oop. Shush. Shush.
I accuse you can't.
I guess not. Quick restart. Timer is off. Oh, here we go. Switch map and character. So, there you go. Okay, so where are you? So see how my gauge is filling up because I got shot by you? So if I move around, so let's say let me chase you. Keep running, keep running. So let's say I'm chasing you. And, you know, I tried to go for a hit or something. Guess what? Boom. So that stuns me. So see how there's like a huge delay between when you hit me and when I got stunned? You do have to aim. So that's a quick one. So if I were to keep chasing you, 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 I gotta, like, be careful or mindful. Yeah, so... And if you hit me twice, it's an instant stun. Then I'm not too good at her. So, basically, so the peddler basically has a vine that she kind of controls like the game of Snake. So if it hits a wall, and there's also a limit, though maybe they've changed it since she's been out for a couple weeks. Because it used to be if she hits a wall, her thing ends. But...
They need to change her name.
Who, the archer?
The hunter.
Why is that? So, if I remember right, she's called peddler because she peddles her goods to people. Is it because her whole thing seems to be more closely related to plants than actually peddling wares kind of thing? There we go. So V, what does V do? Because even I don't know that. This is her hit. C's just your typical shit there. Oh! Okay, so... Can I have my bow back?
My bow back?
Okay. What I can do is... There we go. Now you should get it back. I can try reaching around. Well, but yeah, the archer's ability is pretty simple and straightforward. Also, let me show you the bald character. He's not in... He? They? I don't know. I'll just say they for now. Since I can't recall what their gender was. They're not in the game yet. They were announced at the Call of the Abyss tournament. Like they typically do during this season. Yeah, so each time you hit me... Yeah, there you go. But, their ability looks very interesting. It's just funny that the first thing people immediately pointed out when they were announced is, holy shit, bald meme real! Identity V, bald meme real? Bald meme canon? Like, that is like half of the comments on Instagram from... Yeah, so it does look like you have to be very specific with your aiming. And that also includes making sure you have a clear shot. Since, since basically you can't, it looks like you can't really, aim when there's like a object with physical collision nearby, because that obstructs the hitbox. Yeah, she has that like back shot, that little leap. And so, the vine can pull me towards you. Yes, hard is instant stun. This drags me towards you. I still don't know how to activate the third ability. The V one. I think it's for switching. So let me increase presence. Let me... Here we are. Okay. Let me just walk over there, I guess. Or actually, let me just teleport to target there. Yeah, so as you can see, if you aim consistently and you get like a center shot, it's instant. If you get basically a body shot that isn't center, it then is the gradual stun instead. Correct. And as you see, say for like, you have to have a very, very clear shot. Because you have to be mindful of collisions. It's like, Coordinator's gun. Where the, game's engine takes into account, the physics for Cord's gun. So both her and Cord's gun,
Cord's gun is broken.
Cord's... It's a mess. But, Coordinator, Alva, and Archer here, their abilities, interact with the game
Cord's gun
physics.
can bend round corners.
It can. It can. Because it has, like, auto-target, but also... If you, if it hits...
Try the other one.
Okay. If it hits a wall, it's like... It's like, you know... Meteorologists? Oh, they're interesting. Okay. I'm gonna change it to play. So meteorologist is very much a kite support. So she's built for like kiting and just she's built for like disrupting chase.
Infinite items.
All right. So meteorologist is built for disruptive chases and healing. I haven't played her simply because she's more mobile friendly. Because it requires actually, like, writing runes to get her abilities to work, unless they change that for PC. So that's her, like, Rain that if survivors are in the circle, it heals. She can do that. She's also based off of a real person. I have to research. I still haven't researched the person yet, but they sound interesting. Yeah, so as you can see, her whole thing is disruptive chase. So she makes it harder for the hunter to catch her. So you can either like push me away, yep, or you can lift yourself up. So that's basically how she works. Hers like Archer is pretty straightforward. A lot of the newer survivors' abilities have been very straightforward too.
Some weak survivors.
Yeah, they're very simple and straightforward compared to the earlier ones. The hunters this season have been very like this not this season, but like the hunters this year, these recent seasons have been very strong. They've developed some very solid hunter characters. Like Goatman, Hullabaloo, they're both used in tournaments, early matches. The goat?
Try the goat.
The goat? You wanna try the goat? You wanna be the goat? Sure. Antidepressants. We're feeling good today. Watch me. I'm just thinking of Baby No Money. Who's a Canadian musician, rapper. And recently he was like, if I had a persona, it'd be a goat. So that's immediately my thought. There we go. So you can summon a gate. There you go. However, in order to, yeah, you have to be within the circle yourself to actually make full use of it. And the gate drops when you hit a survivor. And both the survivor and Goatman can can go through, like, can go ahead and traverse to the other side of the cage. See? And there's a timer. Here, let me reduce fear. There you go. They can also both break the cage. There you go. And survivors outside the cage cannot get in. So basically it isolates you and your target. That's his whole gameplay loop. He's easy to understand from what I've noticed, but he's hard to play. Because you actually have to really predict what what the players are doing. On, like, such limited time, too. Reduce fear. There we go. So now, you're outside. Also, abilities don't, you know, basically, as you can see, don't affect the wall that he creates, the huge cage. He also only does a quarter damage outside of his cage. So you actually have, like, you have to really try hitting them inside the cage. So that's how he works. And if I try hitting, like, any abilities, nothing. I can't do shit to the walls with my abilities, and same applies to everyone else. What happens within... It's basically... what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. What happens in the cage stays in the cage. That's the best way to describe it. Okay, yeah, you can. That is true. Because basically all it does is it creates a temporary barrier with collision. So it's treated like any other, like, wall game object here. It's just something that gets, called in and out by the game temporarily. So
Why
that's
do
how
I
he
have a
works.
backdash?
You have a backdash, likely as, you have a backdash, basically, so if, open up your gate, there you go. Now backdash. If you backdash, so like say, I'm going this way and you're going that way, since you go to the opposite side of the cage when you traverse, it basically means, so like, let's say you're chasing a survivor and they're going this way, you obviously want to make sure to catch them, so you would try, say, using your backdash to go the opposite way, so you do catch up with them. That's basically why you have a backdash. It's there as a supportive ability for him. So, it doesn't do too much, but it's there to basically support his main ability. So that's how, yeah, so that's basically how he works. Here. I need to find out why those video commands aren't rendering correctly. 'Cause that's abnormal.
Don't forget the items.
Already did it. Teleport to target. There you So you can try predicting my moves. So there you go. You predicted my hit right. But you predicted the second one wrong. And that prevented me from using my gate. So that's how Richard works. So So for Goatman, what you would probably for Goatman, what you probably want to do is you actually would want to predict his ability first, then his attack. Because Goatman, so yeah, there you go. Because the thing with Goatman is stand still. Not gonna predict your moves. Okay, so I only do a quarter outside. So if I'm playing Goatman, I actually want to get, I want to get the gate up, so I can actually get a proper hit on you. But you do have to, like, really know how to, predict things correctly. So, you were able to predict my, attack, so that gave you an open opportunity to, use that pallet. So that's how he works. So there you go. Yeah, now you're understanding how he works. So so I can increase the range. There you go. Now you're getting it. So Goatman is a little easy to tell when he's about to use his ability. Whoop. So it's a bit easy to tell when he's about to use his ability because, as you can see here, he raises this. So you can easily figure out when he's about to use it. There you go. Yeah. So if you don't see me raise this, so if you want to predict and you don't see me, there you go. Raise up the hook. There you go. So you have to, basically, Richard's whole thing is you have to really predict your opponent's moves, which is actually a thing you do in fencing. Fencing is all about predicting the other opponent. The other fencer. And, you also have to pay attention to, yeah. That's true. Well, the thing is, you have to predict, but also pay attention to the animations. So yes, you do have to look backwards. As Richard, unfortunately. Or do both. So you predicted my ability. So there you go, you got the hang of it. And I don't know if they've removed it, but for a while, I saw, Knight be able to use his ability thrice. But they could have nerfed that, since he's been out for a little bit. So yeah, that's how they work. Here.
Welcome to Locker Hide and Seek /.
God damn it. Best Hunter. Let me see how Pharaoh Lady works. Cause she's interesting. I don't really know how exactly she works, but I've seen her gameplay basically be she turns invisible. So let me switch to that. So her whole thing, is she goes poof. Oh. Okay, so I see. So she like goes on a path. Looks like okay. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Oh, I see. So she has a threshold of exposure. When she meets that threshold, it ends.
Like first officer.
Yes. She's basically, a semi, like... Yeah, she's basically like first officer, which falls in line with what seems to be the game theory for how they develop their characters, and that they build off of their pre-existing characters that they develop for the game. Of course, I don't know if that's confirmed or not. I just go off of patterns. Got it. And then... Okay, so then... Oh, so she can transfer decoding progress. You can try. I would be surprised if you couldn't. I just know you can't hit her. So she basically transfers Cypher, progression, and kites. Yeah. So as for the title Pharaoh Lady, I briefly looked it up. It's interesting. I don't think Pharaoh Ladies, like some of the other occupations that are represented in this game, are a thing anymore. Like, um, basically what a Pharaoh Lady was. Okay, that's gonna be my last. Fair enough. Okay. Basically, what a Pharaoh Lady was a woman who would be at like these gambling sessions. Shiny blue stick. Yep. And effectively, she was kind of like a card dealer, I guess. If I am recalling that right. What was a Pharaoh Lady? Let me Google that. No, not identify. I want to know what the occupation is. So a Pharaoh Lady. Yeah, so a Pharaoh Lady was a term for an aristocratic female gamblers for the 18th late 18th century, according to Wikipedia. Um, so yeah, basically she was a gambler. Basically, her whole thing was her whole the get la 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 la. I am screwing up my words. Basically, she represents an occupation that doesn't really exist anymore. Like, such same thing goes for like Andrews. Technically, there are gravediggers still around, but they're in the form of groundskeeper instead. Technically. So a modern day Andrew would actually be a groundskeeper, which is actually more in line with what Bane's canonical occupation is. He's actually canonically a groundskeeper. But anyways, yeah, so she was a gambling woman. So interesting stuff. And then escapologist, I think, is still a modern day profession. I think. But the other new one, projectionist, doesn't really exist anymore. Oh yeah, that's right. You have to leave, don't you, Jesse? I'm gonna water the plant. The plant named Charlie. Okay, so while I'm waiting for Jesse to confirm if he's sticking around or not, let me show on Instagram the new characters that they talked about. I think I showed earlier, but I'll show again for those who don't know or weren't here. So, and plus they released more stuff since. Excuse me, not projectionist, lanternist. So, here's the bald guy. Bald! Nah, that's still a twink. Here's the QS. So, the newest characters are repping the occupations: escapologist, queuist, and lanternist. I'm pretty sure lanternist is the only one of the three that's not an existing occupation anymore. Magic lantern, known as a magic lanternist. Yeah, so lanternists, they're not really around anymore. A modern day equivalent would be something closer to, someone who, manages a projector for, movie theaters or something like that. So a magic lantern is this. So this is a magic lantern. Early light projector that can move images. So if this was more based in modern day, what she'd probably be is basically someone who manages the projection booths for theater, or not, excuse me, not theater, movie theaters. So that's what she would probably be doing. But yeah, and then escapologist, queuist is still a thing because it's someone who plays snooker or billiards. Because remember, identify represents hobbies, certain various hobbies, interests, and occupations. So it's not just occupations, but it's certain hobbies and the like. And then escapologist. Escapology is, yeah, escapologist is still around. They're magicians and the like, basically. So they're still around. Examples of famous escapologists are like Houdini. So yeah. And I think they dropped the trailer for him. Okay, that's the Whimsy. Okay, Jesse popped out. So let me quickly show the trailers for...
I'm about to show you the greatest escape act the world's ever seen. I'm chained by the shackles of my own mind. Struggling to break free.
Oh, he fucking loses it. Holy shit.
I must find the key.
Okay, whoa, damn, that...
Watch closely.
Okay, cool, we got it, thank you. Compared to the other trailers they do, that is very different, and I think this is for the new Essence. So this is a sequel to one of their older essences, but now it follows
A mythical realm.
the archaeologist Kurt is representing to Egypt instead of the Amazons.
Like an eternal scroll buried deep within the golden sands. Quietly suspended at the edge of time. Clad in golden veils. Bathed in the gods' blessings. The feathers of Mot descend from the heavens. Weighing the sins of departed souls. The field of reeds sways with the breeze. Their ancient hymns echoing through the ages. Whispering of the endless cycle of life and immortality.
And there you go, there's that one. Now something interesting I'm wondering now is so the thing about Identity 5 costumes, the in-game skins, is they don't always are a direct representation of the playable characters themselves. Rather, the playable characters are playing, quote unquote, playing a role as that character for that particular essence or that particular world building around the costume. So I wonder, in the case of Kurt, aka Explorer, because the featured character is a costume for Explorer Kurt. I wonder if that character is actually the character that Kurt kind of portrays himself as in his stories, because the whole thing about Explorer is he has these books, he kind of is in his own little fantasy world, and it would make sense if, say, this is how he sees the main protagonist himself in these stories. So I wonder if that is kind of like his persona, his self-insert OC. I wouldn't be surprised if it is. It's something to eat on. It's something to munch on. So there you go. Something to gnaw on, nibble on a little bit. Go nyeh, 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 nyeh. And here is this escapologist's ability. And reminder, the reason why he probably has smokescreen and all this other traits that refer more towards magic, like magician stuff, is because escapology is a branch of magician work, basically. It's a branch, and it's also a study that people can actually study in and learn how to become. I'll actually share a YouTube video about it because it was very interesting. I won't play the full video. I will just shout it out and let you guys know it exists if you're curious about it. But a YouTuber actually explores different career paths, and one of them was an escapologist, or basically a magician who does escape stuff. And he actually tried tries to learn the trick and learn how to escape from a tank. So, that should hopefully that's something interesting to look at for you guys, and something that should give a little bit of insight to what this character is, or at least what he does as an occupation, and how it ties into how the developers have designed his abilities to reflect that occupation. Gameplay wise, he's kind of like a reverse Goatman, looks like. Because once again, it seems like one of the other key things that the developers seem to do is they often seem to build off of pre-existing characters' abilities. Because makes sense, if you learn something new, it makes sense to take what you know and implement it into new stuff within your game. It's called like learning new shit and then building upon that shit. So, you know, let me quickly find that video for you guys. No, I don't want to play the song Bread by Ayanami, even though it slaps. It's a good song. What was it? It was... Here it is. Houdini. I tried Houdini's Deadliest Trick. So... Shoot. So this is a very interesting video.
I am going to attempt.
It's by Michelle Kerr. And literally she learns how to do the trick that is being represented by the character we just saw.
Escape Harry Houdini's Deadliest Trick.
And it's also the one that
You're gonna do this?
Houdini's
Yeah,
famously known for. So,
known as one of the deadliest.
let me share it in chat if you want to take a look at it. I'm just gonna quickly share a bit of it, and then
Stunts in magic. I will be
just the
submerged
intro.
upside down, handcuffed.
The rest you
and
guys
I
watch
will
on your own
use
time if
breath
you want.
to make my escape.
I don't know anyone who has done this that's not a magician. This is what you always do.
Over the next 6 weeks, I will be training with magicians to learn how to pick locks.
There you go.
And world-class freedivers to learn how to hold my breath for minutes at a time.
For those of you watching on YouTube, do not try this at home. Any longer than 2 minutes on that clock could spell disaster.
So there you go. That's the intro for that. I'm not going to show the rest because it's a 35-minute long video, but there you go. And if you're interested, I think she's explored some other occupations as well. Tried some other stuff. Yeah, so her whole thing is she tries different things. And yes, Santa School is real. It's a real thing. I know someone who's actually gone to Santa School and is an official Santa for the malls. So that is a real thing. But hey, you know, this is a YouTube channel to check out if you want to look at different occupations, whether out of curiosity or to learn more, or maybe you're developing a character for, you know, a fan Identity 5 character and you want ideas. Here you go. So, let me get back to the game. Enough yapping. Enough yapping. Been a very much a yap night, a yap fest night tonight. Yep. So let's get into this. No, I don't know how to play this character well, but I'm gonna learn. Restrain. What does it have in the restrain category? Okay, cool. Okay, so just decoding. I have to look up the difference between a keel and a recurve, because I used to do archery. I love doing archery. I just don't have access to, like, for a long while, I just didn't have access to archery ranges that are open to the public. But I might be able to finally get back into archery now that I have the resources and time to be able to actually practice it once again. That was a goof up. Oh. That's not reload. Okay. Focus on decoding. Hello. Thank you. Thank you, Gav. Here. Dungeon isn't here. Come on. Hang on. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Nice. Alright, let's go. Alright, let's go. Okay. Alright. Haster. Haster's here. Okay, fine. I won't... I won't increase decoding speed. Alright. I don't know why you keep changing it. Stick with one. Stick with one, please. But that's alright, we're almost done with it. Okay. Quit changing it to that cipher, I'm begging you. Finish the cipher and then, like, cycle to another one. Please. I'm sorry I'm nagging. Sorry, I'm nagging at a player that's not even in the room. But yeah, when you play Luca, as far as I know, unless the strategy has really changed, don't keep cycling through the ciphers so frequently. Okay, we're almost done with this one. Right, so we got that. Real quick, let me see who's online. For Twitch. Yes, I do the cleaning. Yes, I do the kicking. Yes, I do the do. Yes, I do the do.
Never.
Let's see here. We can raid Port. Port's doing art. So we'll raid Port after this last match. And then we'll call it there, alright? Oh, that's cool. Do you have anything for me? No. Only butter. Right, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Where art thou? Of course they all... What is it with survivors always going to the right of that one huge tent? It is such a predictable thing. I have seen it happen way so many times. They rarely go to the left. What's wrong with the left? Come on. Okay. Chair, now! You go on chair, pretty boy! My dude. There you go. Stay down. Go right there. And I go... Wait. Okay. We're just one big happy family. No, really, they're related. Not composer, but the character composer's representing here, which is Brindir's older brother. Okay. Okay. Looks like I gotta destroy that. Alright. Girl! Stop hopping popping over the fences. Jesus Christ. This is not a bop rock, you know. No, I wanna put out of that. There we go. Oh, I don't want that either. Are you fucking with me? Okay, that's fine. Girl, go ahead, get your cipher pop. That was humiliating of me. That was pathetic of me. Okay. Where are you, girly? Hey! Woo! There we go. Gotcha. Alright. Wait, did I 100% Night Watch? Without knowing? Gee, I'm gonna check. Real quick. Did I 100% Night Watch? File.
Huh?
I did! Well, damn. Okay. But with that said, that's calls it for tonight. I know tonight was a lot of yap. Sorry if that wasn't something you were hoping to see for the stream, but it do be that sometimes. Let's see if we can raid Port. Port should hopefully still be around. Port. Yes, Port is doing art. Go say hi to Port, okay? So, y'all stay safe, have a wonderful night, and I'll see y'all later. Let's start the raid. Port is drawing Nicole from Zenless Zone Zero. They have amazing art. Go support them. Alright. Bye-bye.